This is lesson 12-4, Boxplots and Dotplots. A boxplot, sometimes called a box and whisker plot, is a visual display of any statistical summary. To draw a boxplot, the first thing you need to do is draw a number line that would encompass all of your statistical summary values. Then you want to find your 5-number summary for the data set. As a reminder, your 5-number summary is the minimum, the first quartile, the median, the third quartile, and the maximum. The last thing you want to do is place the dots on your number line at your statistical summary values before you begin to draw your box and your whiskers. Then, the box that you'll draw will be between the dots representing the first and third quartiles. Split the box by adding a vertical line at your dot for the median. Finally, draw horizontal lines that connect your minimum and maximum values with the two ends of the box. Here's an example for you to try. This is a chart of movie budgets in the millions. Take this data and draw a box plot. Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to try it on your own. So the first thing you need to do is find your 5-number summary. I've done that with my minimum of 4.5, my maximum of 225, my first quartile being at 35, second quartile at 68, and third quartile at 113. So the next thing I want to do is put dots on a number line at all of my spots with the 5-number summary. 4.5 is going to be somewhere down here on the left, followed by 35, which will be somewhere right about halfway in between 0 and 66. Then 68 is my median. Therefore, I'm just going to be just above 66. Quartile 3 is going to be at 113, which is right around the middle of my number line. And then my maximum of 225 down towards the end. So now what I have here is this. I need to create a box between the first and third quartile. And then draw a line at my median, followed by whiskers from the minimum to the left side of the box and the max to the right side of the box. That is a perfect box plot. Dot plots are another statistical chart that we can use that consists of data points plotted on a fairly simple scale. To the right is an example of what a dot plot looks like. To create a dot plot, your data scores go on the horizontal axis, and the number of dots will equal the number of times the data score occurs in your data set. It's a fairly simple statistical chart to complete. Let's take a look at an example of how to do a dot plot. In the chart, you'll find the number of M&Ms in a fun pack. With this information, draw a dot plot. Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to try it on your own. So I set up a horizontal axis with all of my possibilities on the bottom. I have 117. Typically what I'll try and do is cross it out. And I have 1 dot. You can also use other things other than dots. If you want to use X's or some other symbol, that's perfectly fine. A lot of people who have computers will use visual things, like they'll actually use M&Ms in a dot plot. There are no 18s, so I have nothing. There are no 19s, so I have nothing. 20s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 20s. So I'll have 4 dots on top of one another. 21s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'll go through and do 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice I'm keeping my dots on an even keel all the way throughout. To do that, you might want to use graph paper when you're performing this. Let's go to 23. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, dot, 2, 3, 4, 5. 24, I have, oh, I missed a 23. Sorry about that. Let's add another dot. It's always very important to go back and check your work. 24s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Going through and getting the 25s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. No 26s, but finally 1 27. 27, I'll have 1. If you're having any issues with this particular lesson, please make sure you consult your teacher in class.